and obliterating the forces of Kony, and our gallant forces of UPDF, again led by MK and many other forces, rolled LRA like a carpet, 2,000 kilometers in Central African Republic, never to come back again. Na vijana bado munacheza na Uganda. Uganda is not a stage for you to come and act. Uganda is not a stage for you to come in and say what you want, do what you want. It is not an experiment to govern Uganda. It costs life. It is against this that I'm telling you, comrades, that when you're looking at Uganda, weigh Uganda carefully. General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has taught many people. A movement of 27, today the national resistance movement encompasses the whole country. I'm happy that you, comrades, the chairman of the movement, are here. I'm happy that you, the chairman of the districts, are here. I'm happy that members of parliament are here. I'm happy that ministers are here. I'm happy that you, the civil service, civil society, are here. I have seen activists coming together. Let me tell you, a revolution is dynamic. There are those who will take over, and a revolution is not tribal. A revolution is not ethnic. A revolution does not have religious divide. A revolution is of patriots. That's why I'm happy today to say that launching this League of Patriots is a humble duty that I cherish, and I thank the Lord Almighty. All we need to do, there never has been a time better than today. The opposition is at its weakest moment. The opposition is at its weakest moment. You can see that inside Forum for Democratic Change, this group has been fighting the other, and this group has been fighting the other. It's no longer Forum for Democratic Change. It's Forum for Democratic Confusion. There are groups that have joined us. UPC has joined us, or working with us one way or the other. DP is working with us. You have this other group that is trying to raise confusion. You cannot, and I want to send a message to them, you cannot associate with those who have got a culture which is anti-African and think that you are fighting for the minority rights, which is anti-African. How do you embrace a norm which is against the teaching of God, Sodom and Gomorrah, and you want to lead Uganda? How do you let our children, men and men, marry each other, women and women marry each other? How do I embrace my son coming home with another man home, and then I say that I'm African? Let the Europeans have their culture. Africa has not yet come to that stage. Hatujafika pale. If you want to associate with homosexuals, go to Europe. You go out and decampaign your country. Munafanya namna gani? What kind of leader do you want? You can have a quarrel with your government, but never have a quarrel with your country. Never. Uganda will live beyond me. It will live beyond you. But be a patriot, be a nationalist, like this league that has been formed today. How can you go out to the Europeans? We as Africans, the black people, were subjugated for 400 years. We are sold like slaves. Brazil now is the second largest black nation in the world after Nigeria because of the white man. Africa has got a duty to rediscover itself. Never has it been a better opportunity than today. Somewhere I read, we as Africans are not recognized by those people. Somewhere I read that we believe in the Bible. Somewhere I read in the Bible that we are people of God. But the moment you go against the teaching of the Lord Almighty, the Lord of Abraham, the Lord of David, we communally will dissociate from you and reject you. No wonder the Catholic Church the other day, the bishop said, the Pope said, that you can bless these people. I thank all the bishops and archbishops of Africa who stood together and firm and said, we will not associate with that statement. That shows you that Africa is now forming itself. Africa is rediscovering yourself. And the League of young leaders like you will now be able to take Africa to the higher destination. My message to you, my brothers and comrades, MK is a young man. I sit in the conclave of the Central Executive, which is the Central Executive Committee, the political command. The conclave decides who will move forward in this country, when and how. Hii kazi mtuachie. Hii kazi mtuachie, tutafanya kazi. Hii kazi mtuachie vijana. Ndoza mumpulira. Central Executive Committee is a conclave. It's the one which will decide. You will have black smoke, you will have black smoke, but there will come a day when we will have white smoke out of the conclave. Mutulie, mutulie, mutulie. I want therefore to take the opportunity to salute all of you, comrades, who have stood together. It started as a simple movement. It started as a simple movement. Today, you have metamorphosed, and the narrative is different now. It has encapsulated, it has captured the country. Those of you who are in the opposition, mutuulirize bulungi, tujja. Gakyali mabaga. You have seen here comrades who have come from Nuuk, the two of them. Those are just the beginning. There are more, and I want to tell you, the leaders of Nuuk, we know more than you know. We are the ones who are inside. We have bigger ears, we have bigger eyes, we are in charge. And we are not going to let the sovereignty, the future and security of this country to people who do not have this country at heart. We are going to mobilize, we are going to galvanize, and I call upon you, comrades. In unity, agali awamu, gegali menyama. I call upon you, remain behind our struggle. The national resistance movement has got a long journey. We are still here, and this country. We will go out to every person, door to door, galvanize and mobilize. I want to assure you, Uganda has got a bright future under this movement. In conclusion, I want to tell you, comrades, I am very excited. Never have I been so excited like I have today. When I saw many of you here, smiling and sloganeering, I have never seen so much spirit and fire inside people. Keep this fire burning. The only challenge of you, the supporters of the National Resistance Movement, is you. NRM does not have any opposition. The opposition is inside NRM. Inchogere? Tujabye? If you unite, nobody, and I want to assure you, nobody. We have now liberated this country economically. Uganda now has achieved a high level of national, regional, and international recognition. General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni hosted the non-aligned movement here. General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni was recognized and hosted the G77 plus China. Which other nation has had a leader that has been recognized like that? We now have a duty, wandugu zanguni, tuko na kazi. I call upon you to get to understand that yes, work has been done, but there is more work has to be done. That's what Katunji thought here. We have 3 or 4 or 5 major challenges. Poverty among the youth, mainly. Unemployment, youth unemployment. 3, service delivery. 4, corruption. And 5, effective management of government. That can be done by you, the generation that we are launching today. We have reduced the load from you. We have reduced, NRM has reduced the load from you. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has done his part. It is now incumbent upon you, the young people, to take Uganda forward. It was done in Cuba when Fidel Castro stepped aside. It was done in North Korea. It has been done in ANC. It has been done in Tanzania with Chama cha Mapinduzi when Nyerere laid, God recalled him. We will do it here in Uganda. We will manage the transition very well, and I want to assure you, Muhozi is your answer. I thank you.